Was noisy as fuck, huh? Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. This is episode 29. Yes, 29. I'm here with some of my regular dudes, not the regular castmates, but we got an all admin crew right now. My man Michael Whisman, Pharaoh Black, Rectangular, and myself. This is Boog Nice. We got a hefty episode. We got a lot to talk about. This is Comic-Con weekend and Wonder Festival weekend, so let's jump right into it. Mike, I'm gonna let you go first because I got to run to the door to let my girl in with a bunch of bags and shit. So tell us what you got this past week, man.
What did I get this week? Yesterday I was able to get the War Machine Target 2-pack with some help from Todd, because in Targets, all that stuff's in the back this week, so but I was able to get a guy to grab me one. And what else did I get? Oh, you know what? I finally have Krillin coming in on Monday. Got a good deal for that. But other than that, I think that's it, because a couple weeks ago it was pretty heavy getting in the X-Men case and a Spider-Man case and all that, so I've been kind of recuperating from all that hitting at once. And actually, I think Targets have that 3-pack with Spider-Man 2, which I didn't even check when I was at Target. But yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear that you are still interested in getting it. I guess you don't want to pay full price, which that makes perfect sense. But
yeah, I mean it's nice. Well, you know what too, as I've said before, was the Iron Man. You kind of need that the 3-pack Iron Man to get a full set of effects, because he comes with 2 blue and 2 orange, and then if you have the regular one that comes with 2 blue. So if you had both, you could have one Iron Man with all 4 blue parts. Yeah, I think Hasbro may have done that on purpose, just to kind of rope you in there a little more for that set.
Yep, they're acting like SHF does to the DBZ collectors. Like, oh, you want this? Oh, you got to buy this the same figure but with slightly different paint apps.
Yeah, they did that at Comic-Con.
Hell yeah, fucking Broly.
Yeah, mine's coming. Mine's coming.
Jeez, they got you. It's like crack.
It's not this one. This one's not that bad. Some of them are pretty ridiculous. This one's, you could argue, is like it's more movie accurate colors, but
I think Broly sold out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Broly coming too.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Me and my wallet are so glad that the Marvel Legends set is the only thing that I needed from that Comic-Con.
What are you trying to sell from the set?
I'm keeping it all.
Oh, you want everything?
Yeah.
That is surprising. You a picky motherfucker.
hell yeah. The Spider-Man, I don't really need it, but you know, I don't know.
We were just talking about that before we went live, and Fabio was telling us that he spoke to Dwight about the Spider-Man, and apparently they didn't even really realize the oversight that you couldn't swap the hands on this box set one with the Pizza Spidey. So
yeah, as Rick Dominguez would say, they done goofed.
Basically. So that sucks.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't really care about that Spider-Man.
He looks good though. It's just that it sucks because that was one of the draws of that particular of all of these Spider-Men that they've been putting out is the interchangeable hands. So the fact that you can't give him that extra character when you're displaying it.
They knew that shit. They knew they fucked it. I mean, they did that shit on purpose. I guarantee you that figure come out with a slight variation, single carded.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Everything. You know we're gonna get that Sandman with with colors.
Yeah.
If
Actually, you know,
if they don't, then they hate money.
Basically.
I forgot who said it, but Todd, it might have been you that was telling me that they at Comic-Con there were figures from the raft were getting alternate versions like Sandman, Abomination, etc. And I think they said that Spider-Man and Dread Knight were the only ones not appearing again. Like I think in
Yeah,
the Thorn Wave.
you're right. I feel like I heard that too, but I don't remember where. It just,
Yeah, it was Darius talking to Tony, I believe.
Okay.
They said Dread Knight will not get single carded. Of course, things might change down the road, but as of right now, they don't plan on re-releasing Dread Knight, and I think you're right. I think they said Spider-Man, but all the other characters. Oh no, Purple Man. I think they said they weren't going to re-release Purple Man.
we kind of all over the
Okay.
place. Why don't y'all say what y'all finish up what y'all got for the week, and then we'll get into all this Comic Con shit. Pharaoh, what you got this week, brother?
I got 9
You got an hour?
Deadpools.
What do you say?
I got 9 Deadpools. I got that War Machine pack that Michael got. I got that, but that's going back. I want the War Machine. I'm not gonna lie, but fuck that pack, man. That goofy Iron Man figure. I don't know. Not only is the paint sloppy on it, it's just like the dumbest fucking color ever. I don't know.
It
I
ain't.
don't want that shit.
Really, where would you be going with that armor on? A fucking disco?
Right, yeah, I
Man.
can't. Even with some of the obscure armors, you have a place for it. But I just don't know. Even if I was going to take some pictures of it, I don't know exactly what that armor would be. It's nothing but a War Machine painted orange and purple
Right.
or blue or whatever it is.
I mean,
And
it could just be some shit in an armory display as just a crazy piece or something. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna get up and go grab the pack and look at it in a second. But if I'm mistaken, I think the weapons are gold.
Yep. Gold gun
And it's
on the
like,
back.
all right, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. That was just like utterly retarded. But I got that. What's that? I got another Gundam model kit or Gundam, however the fuck you say it. Trying to think, what else did I get? The 3-pack. Somebody took the effects in the head from the Tony Stark out of a 3-pack, and Toys R Us employee let me go ahead and take the Spider-Man.
somebody, motherfucker.
Huh? Yeah. So seriously, it was open because I know a lot of the employees. We be just standing around shooting shit, and they're going through the aisles just pulling shit or whatever, and they had stuffed the box on top of some fucking cars or whatever type Disney cars or whatever toys on the second shelf or whatever, and they pulled it out or whatever, and she was just like, she said that they get the same amount of money for the fucking shit no matter what's stolen. Like, you steal one figure, if they just stole them all, it really wouldn't have made a difference. They were going to return that shit as long as something's still in the package. I'm like, fuck it, I might as well just let me get this Spider-Man and this shield then. And it's trash. Like, seriously. Utter trash.
Damn.
Right, so I sold that. I don't really think I did. Oh yeah, I bought a scooter. I bought one of those scooters for Deadpool.
Where'd you get it from? eBay?
Nah, man, I bought it from Chris Happy Day Customs.
He was selling the scooters?
No, he had a scooter he was selling.
Oh, okay. He just had an extra one or something. All right.
All right. Yeah, so I went ahead and I bought that from him, whatever. So I got that coming in. I paid for all my San Diego shit, my Legend set, the Cloak Predator. I didn't get like the Broly and shit. I don't think I'm fucking with Dragon Ball too tough. I thought about getting it for maybe trading it for later or some shit, but I don't know. That's fuck it. Broly's not really that interesting in my opinion. So I didn't even go for it or whatever. I think that's pretty much it though.
Yeah, I didn't get too much. I got my San Diego stuff. I got a Broly. I got a Legend set, and I got a Newt. That was all I wanted from Comic Con. and I also got the Nor Terminator, which is dope. And what else did I get?
Somebody already shipped your. You already have the SDCC stuff in
No.
hand.
I paid for the stuff. I didn't get anything yet. I actually told my guy not to even worry about trying to ship anything until Monday or Tuesday and take his time. It's not that serious. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to use the A.C.B.A account and have FedEx just pick up all the shit from him from his crib and send it back to me, so he don't even got to deal with going to the post office or all that shit. So,
Sweet.
Nice.
yeah, I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry to get it as long as it get here all right. And like we were saying before we went live, those boxes is fucking retarded, man. It's too big, like So.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's made to look nice. I mean, it looks like the raft or whatever, sails or whatever. It's pretty much useless though.
But,
I told my Connect to throw that box in the trash.
I think every last one of us use somebody different to get their shit. So,
I might order one though through Hasbro, just to have one in the box and shit. I really didn't like the person I had that got the set for me. It wasn't no sense in trying to send that big ass shit. Not for the amount of it costs for me to pay to ship that bitch back. Like fuck that.
It's such a pain just hauling it around.
Fabio was just saying that they had a ton of those things left right now. Even when he just left the con right now, there was a lot of people still online and they still had a ton of them. So any of you people at home listening right now, if you didn't get a set, you're definitely going to have a good opportunity to get one on Hasbro Toy Shop. They'll be up. Sure. A lot of people asking when they'll go up. Usually, the past couple years, they've been taking a couple weeks before they put them up. They've been taking up to 2 weeks before they put them up on Hasbro Toy Shop. In years past, it would be up the next week, even maybe that Wednesday, right after the con. Sometimes, but over the past 2 years, they've been waiting a long time, and it's been real some catch it if you can type shit. Like there's really no rhyme or reason to when they put it up. Like it's kind of stupid, but.
I talked to Adam, who was live streaming on the A.C.B.A page yesterday.
All right, shout out to Adam, man. Really appreciate that, man. Adam is a good dude. He's always looking out for people on the ground over there too. So shout out to Adam, and shout out to Solid, who I know put Adam in a position to run around and do his thing over there too. Because Solid didn't even go to the con, so shout out to them.
Yeah, both those guys are good guys. Adam especially, and when he was in line at Hasbro Toy Shop this morning, I asked him, have they any day of the con have they sold out of the Legends set, and he said no. So it shouldn't be. They'll probably have them up for an hour at a time.
How many of those sets every year you think they make? How many you think they make?
$10,000? 10 grand at least.
Yeah, they gotta make more than 10,000.
Got to be more than that.
You gotta have enough for people to buy it at the con. I know they expect a sellout or close to a sellout, which even if it doesn't happen, they make enough to where they think they can probably sell maybe half of the con one set.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or even two. Then you have the replacement sets they probably produce. It's got to be a lot.
At least 100,000, I think.
Yeah. I think even when they sell out on Hasbro Toy Shop, I don't think they truly sell out.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're probably right because a couple of the sets the past few years have showed up on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, see, and the crazy thing about it is, see, I always think about Hasbro the same way as I was thinking about Mattel, because Mattel does that thing where they say sell out, gone for good, and then magically a year later they're like, oh, look what we found inside of the warehouse in a deep dark corner. They got 100 of the fucking sets. So I mean, I think Hasbro pretty much does the same thing.
Big Bad Toy Store does that sometimes too, where they'll have some shit and it's like, all right, warehouse clearance, whatever. And it's possible when you a major retailer like that, that it could be some oversight. You could miss some shit, but not like 100 though. Like I don't know about that.
Hey, that's it. I mean, it's the same premise as like when you order something from like Entertainment Earth or something. Like right now, you know how, for instance, a lot of the X-Men wave, they stopped shipping them and they're saying they're waiting to get more in.
Hmm.
But the crazy thing about it is, if you call them right now and you got a problem with one of your X-Men figures, they'll send you a wave
You know
until you
what?
swap out what you want and send the shit back.
I see. You know, I've in the past like month or so, I've got to see sort of insight into how the game is played and shit, as far as like online retailers and shit. Obviously, with this whole venture with the A.C.B.A web shop, and I see that, like for instance, Big Bad Toy Store put their pre-orders that they're sold out, but I know for certain that the plug is still putting up pre-orders of cases. No matter wherever you're getting your cases from, whatever wholesaler you're getting your cases from, they still offering cases. So Big Bad Toy Store is just playing it safe right now, just in case, and they're not ordering more. But I guarantee you that once they're in stock and they start shipping the ones that they have, they'll order another however many cases and put them up on their site again. And that's
Right.
pretty much how I played it too, because I just ordered more X-Men cases, but I'm just not going to put them up on the shop anytime soon, basically, just to make sure that, you know, we're going to get them or whatever. So it seems like, and then you got all of these cases showing up at Walgreens and fucking Target and stuff like that. Like, yo, this has to be the most ordered and shipped wave ever of Marvel Legends. There's no question about it. So, like,
Well, I think it was pretty much excitement on the part that, I mean, the last X-Men wave hasn't been since Jubilee.
right, and that shit wasn't even in abundance like that. Like 10 people
Right.
got fucking away.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's mass, but and then you have to realize the characters with Wolverine and Deadpool alone, those are just characters that if you don't push them out, I mean, you can make a ton of fucking money. I mean, think about it. It's Deadpool, so who the fuck ain't in the market for Deadpool?
Right, definitely, especially
So
a
I mean,
$20 Deadpool. Come on, man, you can't beat it.
right. I said I've run into like you know a few of them myself. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of people run into a couple of them,
Hmm.
and they're not even becoming hard to find anymore. But I mean, I'm just gonna say this: if you find them, I advise you to buy them because once it's give it maybe, I don't even say a year, but give it a year. That damn figure, somebody's gonna want it. And it's gonna be fucking hard to buy it because it's still going for 60, $70 online, even with people finding it.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah, I feel stupid for buying the Series 6 one that I got. I think I paid $35 for it, but he wasn't complete and he's in okay condition because this new figure shits on that Toy Biz one.
Yeah, no question. You look
Well,
at
Todd, you and Chris Gunther are two collectors that need chaperones.
Chaperones?
Yeah, you need some chaperones, man. You need somebody. You need somebody that say, "Hey, slap your hand. Don't do that, man."
oh, you know what I forgot to mention? I got the head cast from Dave Castle this week. He casted the unmasked Deadpool head too, so that shit came out really nice. Really.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. I gotta buy a couple of them and send them over to Mr. Whisman.
Yeah, I got those, and I got the tacos and Purple Man head.
Hmm.
So they all look very, very good, man. Dave is doing fucking excellent work, man.
Hey, but you know what's the crazy thing about the Purple Man head? I'm pretty sure if they're gonna release Jessica Jones, you sure they might not give us another Purple
I
Man?
wouldn't be surprised, but we don't know exactly when that's gonna be. Todd, you got some pictures of the shit they showed for what's the name? Punisher and
Yeah.
Jessica Jones. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It seemed like at the panel that they were gauging people's response and shit too, because Jesse had specifically asked like, "Yo, you guys, you guys want to see more of this? You like this, or whatever the case may be." So it's something that they obviously thinking about exploring, and it's a good possibility that we'll get a nice street clothes Luke Cage maybe. I just hope that he's not like small though. Like, I don't know, man.
Hey man, I'm more excited for Blade, man. I don't want that head sculpt that they're using. I hate that head sculpt, but I really, 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 really want to fucking Blade, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, look at Todd's screen right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice fucking
Excellent.
rendition of her. I
Yeah.
wouldn't call it excellent, but it's really
Well,
nice.
for
Yeah.
for Hasbro, it's excellent.
It looks
Well,
like
Hasbro has some pretty good sculpts if you like. Goddamn. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good, man.
I mean, like I said in my video, these are hand painted prototypes, so
Yeah.
once they the factory is probably not going to get this good a detail, but it should be
Oh no,
decent.
but see those elbow joints right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks single jointed. No, they're
Mm-hmm.
double jointed.
I
Hey
don't know.
man,
Somebody said single jointed, but you can't fucking tell from there right there, man.
shit, yes you can. Look at that cut on the top of the
Yeah.
elbow.
I don't
There
know.
ain't no bicep swivel in there.
Right.
Well, again, these are prototypes, so
You know, looking at the picture of the actress that plays Jessica Jones, her lips are really full. They could have probably maybe like fixed the lips on the Hasbro. I guess the paint. I guess when they do the paint or whatever. But yeah.
I really want her because that's pretty.
now,
I'll have her beating up all the my fucking figures.
like I said in my video, Michael called it that before the panel, because I had talked to him before the panel, and he said, we're probably going to get Mary Jane on that with those jeans. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were confused about that whole panel situation, and because they were alternating between showing pictures of 3 3/4 inch figures and
Mm-hmm.
6 inch figures, and they weren't saying what was what. I felt like they were doing like some real like. I felt like they were just being like charitable to like the 3/4 inch line because people weren't really like excited for that shit. So they was like, let's alternate between the two. And
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that 3/4 inch shit is pretty much dead if they don't up the articulation in it.
that was bullshit the way they handled that panel, and people were commenting on my video like, "Oh, how come you didn't mention the 3-pack?" It's like because it's fucking 3 3/4 inch. You can keep them
Nah, I don't like give
shits.
a fuck about that bullshit. That's what you said. Shut the fuck up.
The other thing I forgot to mention in my video, I did say that you should look at these figures as potential for other figures we're going to get. And if they don't give us the hood on this Punisher body, they're fucking up.
that's
I
that's
don't know, man. I don't. That Punisher body looks like really fucking. It needs some work, man. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like that's a swivel on the chest, but I don't want that thing to be like clumsy, man. And right now it's looking kind of clumsy. I like the. I mean, I'm happy to get it, but it's looking kind of.
you know what I think? I think he looks short though. I guess the
Hey,
actor's short, right? He's not really that tall though, is he?
he's
I
not.
don't know.
He's not that short though either, man. I think it's the width of the figure. I think he looks really. I think he looks really chunky due to the coat and then the cargo pants and the way they made it or whatever. And his neck looks really fucking long.
Yeah, well, that's a problem on a lot. Oh my God! I was digging through my figures recently, and take the coat off of the old Punisher that we got, a few waves back.
Mm-hmm.
His neck is like 1.5 inches long.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
But it fits because I see. I think what they have to do with a lot of things is because it's not actual cloth, and you're dealing with rubber and plastics, and you're trying to make the jackets and stuff have more of a natural fit. You have to kind of extend certain things. It's the same way as when we get people were saying that the Nick Fury, the Shield agent masthead looked really big. It's like you do realize there's a helmet over a fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
Or so the thing we run into an Iron Man, where Iron Man's head, technically, if you strip that armor off of him and you had a Tony Stark figure inside of there, that thing would be like a G.I. Joe.
Now, Michael, this Jessica Jones, I'm assuming for Mary Jane, they'll probably have like a tank top on her, right, and bare sleeves.
Well, maybe not a tank top, but definitely keep that torso and legs and stuff, but no jacket. Different arms. And then I'm not too sure if they'll keep those boots or not, because I mean they could leave them and do a different color, but I would prefer if they just did more accurate type of shoes for her. But I mean if they left those, that'd be passable. But basically, I mean I would guess probably this figure just with a different head, different arms, and no jacket.
The picture that they showed as like a reference was a comic book picture, and they showed her with a T-shirt on, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing, but
I was going to ask that. I was about to say those boots that Jessica Jones has on. Didn't Mary Jane have a pair of those boots when she used to wear the brown pants and that black T-shirt with "I Love Spider-Man" on it or whatever?
you know what? What was the 3/4 inch Mary Jane wearing? Wasn't it like a black sleeve?
Brown and black, yeah.
Yep.
But that 3/4 inch, if you go back and look at that one again, it's bad. It's rough.
You guys
All
are
that
killing
shit is
me.
rough, man.
My,
Hey,
my,
my bad. So I was supposed to say I talked to Todd today, and I want to just say this like Todd, like yeah, he's looking for a Deadpool or whatever, and he's like yeah, with the way they show these new Marvel Legends, they just stepped it up. I might have to go back to collect it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know that bullshit you like is just out of here, man. You knew that shit was garbage. like stop playing, man.
you should say Ty Star, because every time you say Ty, it sounds like you're saying Todd.
Yeah, I thought you were saying Todd at first.
Todd
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. No, I have a handful of 3 3/4 inch, and most of them are cosmic characters that I thought we would never get legends of.
And you know what? Speaking of that panel, I forget his name, but that guy that was doing most of the announcements, and he even like how he squeezed everybody's picture in, and he squeezed his in, and he's like, "I'm so and so, and I'm the fucking hype guy of Hasbro." It's like, fire that dude. That's your hype man, and he's fucking finger fucking the clicker up there. Everyone's like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like his job is to hype people up, and he's over here fucking up this thing. We're like, Mary Jane, and then he's like, "Oh, that might be 3 3/4." And you're like, "What?" And
He
then
didn't even know. Yeah, he was confusing every fucking body, man. I'm telling you, you could see all over the internet. Like, I read the comments of everything. I'm sure you guys do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like confusion with everybody. Like people are debating in the comments of anywhere where these pictures were shown or the video was shown of what was 3/4 inch and what was 6 inch and shit. Right? So people don't even know, man. They just don't know. People think the Sue Storm that he showed was 3/4 inch.
Yeah, they should have done it like years past, where they did the 3 3/4 inch first, and then go into just legends. Get that bullshit out of the way, and then let's get on to the real shit.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it like that. It was really stupid. It's because they're trying to save that line, I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah, that was one of the questions. Man, I wish I could go there and interview these bastards, because that was one of the questions. It's like, why don't you just kill the 3 3/4 inch line and just invest all that money into legends? You guys will make a lot more money. Quit fucking around. You know what I mean?
They just said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
Security. Like, security, get this motherfucker out of here.
I mean, they're, they tried to come back and say, "Oh, well, look, this Iron Man's got an ab crunch." It's like, dude, it's too late.
Oh yeah, when he was like, "Here's some reveals," and the crowd was kind of quiet,
Yeah.
and then he clicked it, and he was like, "And we're bringing back the diaphragm joint."
Hey, that's funny. All you hear was
is that
like 3 people clapping.
Chirp, chirp.
is the Sue Storm, and I could see where people might be confused as far as how the legs look at the pelvis right there. It sort of does kind of look like how they do the 3 3/4 inch figures, but again, we know that they haven't been putting that articulation on 3/4 inch.
Oh no, that's a legend figure, man. If you can't look at that and tell that's a legend.
I mean, it says
That's
Marvel
that new,
fucking
like,
Legends right there.
body.
It says Marvel Legends in the corner. Not to mention that you can see the ankle pivot. You could clearly see an ankle pivot, and it's the same fucking hand that we got on every damn female for the past however many times too. So.
Right.
Yeah, but those assholes rebranded the MUs as legends.
Right.
They had to fool somebody into buying that bullshit.
Yep.
That body looks like
Target.
a suit body.
They hope when you call Target and ask for Legends, the idiots will say, "Oh yeah, we got the Marvel Legends," and then you get there and you see it's that shit, and you say, "Well, I might as well buy something." You buy one.
So what do you guys wanna see? I've got all the pictures downloaded.
Let's look at the I guess the X-Men shit.
All right.
What was I gonna say? You reminded me about something. Oh, I'm excited for Fantastic Four, man. I really want to see where they what they do with that, man. We long overdue for a Fantastic Four that looks good, that all have the same matching outfits, and like we long overdue for that. And I hope that they don't do. I want interchangeable parts and stuff for Mr. Fantastic, but I want a good, streamlined Mr. Fantastic that's just in his regular form, though. Like, I hope they don't fuck it up and, I want a bearded Mr. Fantastic, too, man.
Well, I think that one of the best ideas, in my opinion, that they could do is that the Build-A-Figure actually be Mr. Fantastic as well. I don't really understand why they don't do that with characters that either grow big or like with him with the stretchable parts and stuff. I mean, I just think that maybe every figure should come with a part to build a stretched out Mr. Fantastic. That might even you could probably even change it with the figure that the regular size figure.
Yeah,
I mean, it would make more sense.
that would be some new shit if they did that. If he was actually a regular figure in the wave, and then every figure came with a part to build a bigger Mr. Fantastic, that would be pretty cool. But I still feel like it's mad other Fantastic Four characters that they could do that's probably more deserving of a Build-A-Figure. Like we could get an updated Dragon Man. Dragon Man was running around with them for a minute now as a ally, basically. Hasn't been an enemy of the Fantastic Four for a long time now. Annihilus, we could get an updated Annihilus. Obviously, that whole story arc with Annihilus in the comics, where Johnny Storm seemingly got killed, was big. I don't know. Well, who was writing the book at that time? Hickman? No.
That sounds about right.
Was it Hickman?
Or Avnet.
Whoever it was that took them through that whole run, all of that shit is money. It's mad stuff that they could use. Obviously, Thing could be a Build-A-Figure too.
But you don't really have to do those characters as Build-A-Figures. They prove that by giving you Hulks in packages.
You don't have to. No.
Well, this is what's so frustrating is that they show you Sue Storm, and they keep saying, we can't do Fantastic Four because of Fox and all this other crap. If you can do Fantastic Four, then you can do Skrulls and you can do Badoon, all these figures that we don't. We have Skrulls, but that's mostly Toy Biz.
They're going into cosmic characters, and they obviously don't have a problem doing obscure characters. I mean, look at the shit that we're about to get right now. So it's really no reason why they shouldn't be able to explore that stuff. But they sticking to the script what they said some years ago about everything being based around a movie and shit. So.
Who says that the Skrulls might not pop up as part of the Guardians of the Galaxy wave?
We don't know. It's possible. A super.
I sure as hell hope so. Because that BAF that we're getting, I don't have it in my screen right now, but
I found it.
The fuck is his name? Titus. Oh my god! Unless you are a huge fan of the animated series or Kid Nova, it's like, why the hell are we getting Titus?
Well, I think that more and more in smaller amounts, I think that children are getting some legends. It's pretty much, and when I say children, I don't mean an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old is going out just getting legends, but they don't really have a line to tie in directly to a lot of the cartoon stuff besides Spider-Man. So, to bring those characters out in cartoon form, not to mention a lot of collectors watch that shit, man, and on the low really want figures from that cartoon show and shit. So, it ain't the worst thing in the world. I just think that they need to do better as far as when their decision in B-list characters, or even when they release A-list characters, the versions that they're bringing out. I don't think that a cartoon should trump anything from the comic. So if you're going to give me Kid Nova, even though we have a Nova, so we can't go that route, but if they want to do the kid or teenage Luke Cage or whatever the fuck he is, I think we should get a more modern Luke Cage and street clothes or something before we get that version.
Well, this Titus character was I guess like a reoccurring villain in Kid Nova's single book, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah, I had to look him up because I only knew him from the animated series, and I was like, okay, well, it makes sense if they're putting out Kid Nova, then they want the bad guy from the comic. So
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make a fucking tiger claw to that damn dude from Ninja Turtles. So
definitely a possibility.
But you know, I wanted to say quickly, well, because I mean, we talking about the San Diego shit. I was pretty let down at that new X-Men wave, especially that Dazzler.
You know,
totally.
It's like bittersweet because it's like, oh, that's cool that they did something kind of really obscure and put the skates on her and shit like that. But it's like, yo, like, what are the odds of them finishing up any team that version of Dazzler was part of? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just like so like lonely. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you could really do with her. Put her on a fucking stage display or like, you know, have her maybe beating up some people by herself or whatever. But like, I don't know. That's
that one. I think that too was when she actually took down Galactus.
Really?
Yeah, Dazzler was. I know Dazzler took down Galactus, and I think Dazzler also took out Terrax at one point.
I don't know. I just rather have that version down here in the corner book that you're showing, right up under whatever Dazzler picture that is with Spider-Man on it and Iron Man. Far left, first column, straight third picture down.
Okay.
That's the Dazzler. I would rather have that.
That's the one from the fucking X-Men arcade game. That's what we needed. That's the one that could go with the brown suit Wolverine and Colossus.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to give me.
I did. I did too.
That would have gone with the brown Wolverine we just got from that. Yeah, late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they got '80s shit here.
Or even the one right there in the middle, where it's the 3 Dazzler.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'd have took the one in the middle.
Yeah. That's pretty much the same shit, ain't it? No? No. Okay, that's without the jacket. Okay. You know what? They could have did that because they already got the fucking jacket from Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
The only logical thing I can think of is that they're going to use that body for something else that we haven't thought of.
I mean, what? I
don't know.
What's going to need that?
Some old school character and shit. They're going to start making 70s versions like a motherfucker.
Maybe they could take the collar off and do some Emma Frost or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Emma Frost. I don't know who else. This guy I'm excited for.
I don't know. I just think that wave is pretty much. I mean, I'm going to buy it because there's a couple figures I need, but I think it's kind of a moot wave. And Colossus is okay. I mean, I'm not against it, but
I don't like the hands, man. I don't like that.
I don't like the neck.
Like, this shit looks stupid, man. I highly doubt that they're going to give you interchangeable hands for a figure like that. I highly doubt that. But yo, here, Mike, look at Dazzler with Galactus right here.
That neck looks, but if you look at that picture Todd's showing, look how big his arms are, and then look how big his head is, and look at the space between the neck down to the shoulder. That's all super fucking small, man.
Well, Harvey made the most logical comment that if they're giving us this Colossus and he's got these weird proportions, they're probably going to put a Juggernaut head.
He ain't big enough though.
Yeah, he's not big enough for that Juggernaut though. He was as big as Juggernaut, just in a Colossus sort of look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes okay. Oh well.
And, looking at that, is that a Hyperion torso? Just the chest part?
I don't know.
Got that big kind of valley where the clavicles are.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Because usually the Hyperion mold looks fine from the front, but as soon as you turn it sideways, you see that huge shelf on his chest, and it's like, oh god.
Well, I think that what they should have done was they should have redone maybe 90s Colossus. I mean, they need to focus on one team.
Exactly.
At least they at least need to complete or like give you 75% of a team over the course of 2 weeks. If you're gonna release X-Men waves, you got 2 down. This is a perfect opportunity to start like getting that shit out there and completing the team. Angela's cool to have. I mean, I really do want an Angela in case one day they release a fucking Spawn. I'm gonna throw her back into Spawn. I really don't care for her in Marvel, but I don't give a fuck about what's the Build-A-Figure called?
Warlock.
Yeah, I don't care about dude.
Me neither.
Like, I don't care about any of these characters besides Cyclops, Sunfire, and maybe Colossus.
Well, I would care about Warlock if they was gonna give us the other New Mutants. No, I'll be down with it.
No, it's not going to happen, at least for a while.
Nah, you just get Warlock. Be happy. Bow down to your overlords.
You get Warlock, and then maybe 2 years from now you got one other character.
I don't know. They wasted a slot. They could have just went ahead and repainted the Wolverine that we got to yellow and blue and kept Kid Nova.
Nah, I want Kid Nova. But
Kid Nova's going to be in the
Guardians. They could have gave Boog Kid Nova in his set.
Kid Nova's going to be in the Guardians wave.
Right. I mean, it's other places he could have went.
Yeah. Spider-Man even.
Right. Even I was about to say, even in the Spider-Man wave. But they should have. I mean, come on, man. They dropped the fucking ball with this set. I'm sorry. But Sunfire does look nice.
Yeah, Sunfire looks nice.
Now, there is a glimmer of hope that enough people will bitch that they won't paint that Colossus, because I'm assuming this is a prototype. So unless they've already sent everything, the paint masters to the factory, enough people bitch and say, why aren't you giving us a Jim Lee fucking Colossus? I tell everybody, chime in and tell them, I'm not going to buy this shit. You fucking paint it the right way.
Look, if they did this version of New Mutants, then we'd be straight. First of all, they showed that version of Danny Moonstar years ago, before they even got this updated female body mode. So they could easily knock out these characters from New Mutants. We could get a Cannonball, we could get Sunspot, Danny Moonstar, Magic was on the team, and then we already got this Warlock. If they was to knock these guys out, it would be pretty cool.
Why wasn't that the box set for this year?
It could have been. I mean, whatever. But I mean, we don't know. Next year, 2017. We're supposed to get a lot of Legends. Maybe it'll be a New Mutants box set. Maybe they'll knock them all out in a box set, and then people will be going back trying to get that fucking the Warlock. Then they'll care about them.
Yeah, I guess we're technically not getting an Entertainment Earth exclusive, because that 3-pack was supposed to be, and then it ended up not being. So I don't know about Entertainment Earth, but we still have to wait. We still haven't heard anything about an Amazon exclusive set. I'm really surprised they didn't say shit about that at the con.
I would like for next year for the Entertainment Earth set to be Fantastic Four, because in the Guardians set they had 5 characters, and Groot was huge. So if they did that, they could do the 4 characters and at least Herbie, maybe extras, and that would be equivalent to the amount of budgeting they put towards the Guardian set.
Yeah. I forgot about Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Give us a new Ronin, and then the whole team.
I could see that happening. I doubt they would put Ronin in with Fantastic Four. It would be all Fantastic Four related people. They'll probably do the core team. They'll do Herbie. Maybe
new Doctor Doom.
Maybe they'll put in a little Franklin Richards or Valeria. What's the girl's name? Valeria, that's her name?
Yeah, Valeria Richards.
Right. So I mean, like, there's so much to explore with Fantastic Four, and I would assume that Franklin is like a teenager now, right? In the books, he's about the size of.
I think he's still a kid. After Secret Wars, the Fantastic Four is just kind of chilling outside of the multiverse because, they're working with Molecule Man right now to rebuild the multiverse. they're still kids.
Okay.
That kid ages almost as slow as Batman.
Basically.
I've never seen two characters besides Franklin Richards and Batman age so damn slow.
And you know, well, Franklin, he bounces around because he'll be an adult, he'll be from the future, he'll create new realities. He's like, I think he's actually one of Marvel's most powerful characters of all time.
Yeah, definitely. He's up there, Omega level mutant. People forget that he's a mutant.
Mm.
Let's go.
See a few Fantastic Four things here. This is like towards the end of Secret Wars or during Secret Wars. No, this is right after Secret Wars, as exactly what you mentioned when they were getting with Molecule Man and trying to rebuild. If we could get a bearded Mr. Fantastic Man, I'm with that, man. I'm with that, 100%. I don't like the look for Thing in the comic books right now. I don't like what they're doing with Thing and Johnny and shit, and like they just got like dropped off left that earth like they're just the dumb members of the team that can't go and like work on the good shit.
They're gonna release the movie versions from his last movie.
That ain't happening.
Nah.
Fantastic Four? Nah.
I know. I wouldn't buy that shit.
The movie wasn't actually as bad as everybody made it out to be. It was bad, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't unwatchable.
That movie was boring as shit.
Yeah,
The only reason why I watched that movie is because I like dude as an actor. What's his name?
Which
Black
one?
dude.
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan.
Hey, you know what? He's gonna be in Black Panther movie.
Yeah, dude is a good ass actor, man.
I don't know. I think I said this before, but I don't know about him doing the Wakandan accent though. I just don't see that shit.
He does, but I mean, technically, he doesn't have to.
Why you say that?
It depends on if he's ever spent any time outside of Wakanda.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They could flip it that way. He could be American.
I mean, Scarlet Witch doesn't use the Russian accent hardly ever. I mean, it really depends. I mean, he could be like fuck Wakanda, be like.
He could just be Americanized or something. We don't. I don't even know what character he's supposed to be playing, honestly. So,
right.
and they just announced this chick from The Walking Dead as a character on the
Right.
Panther too.
Well, I know that he mentioned I forget what I was watching. I don't know if it was the Breakfast Club. I was watching something, man, and he mentioned studying 2 forms of martial arts to train them for a movie, which I would think it would be this. It was something I was watching not too long ago. He was talking about it, so I'm thinking it's going to have to be the Black Panther because I don't think he's playing shit else where he needs to know martial arts.
Right.
And playing Creed, they trained him in boxing already, so.
Right. So yeah, he should be able to pull it off on camera. That's for sure.
Let's talk about this bullshit right here.
Hey man, if you don't buy that fucking figure and take the cape and return that shit, man, you better.
Isn't this the same? Same.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
they lightened up the red and gave him the proper cape, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
yeah,
my uncle. When I showed my uncle this, he said he wanted it, so I'm going to just take the cape and give him the figure.
I don't like the way that cape is looking right now, though. I hope it sits better on his shoulders because it looks real fucking stupid right now. But the Doctor Strange that we got most recently, I like that figure actually. It's just that it quickly changed in the comic books to this version. So.
Oh no! You know something else? They gave him. Pay attention to the back. It's not just the sash. He has like a tunic connected to the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't he have that on the other? I'm looking at the other one right here.
It doesn't?
Yeah.
I thought he just had it on the belt.
Nah, the other one's got the little skirt piece too. Yeah.
Oh, that just show you how much I fuck with mine.
Is it flow that far to the left?
It flows to the right. Yeah. Yeah.
To the
his
right
left.
or the left, bud. Because it looks like the left to me.
Yeah, to his left.
His left. All right.
Boog's got his chameleon eyes on it right now. Looks good to me. I'd buy that figure twice.
I'd buy that for $1.
Now, I mean, it's just paint. Just give us a fucking classic Doctor Strange. It's ridiculous.
That
Hey,
would be
man.
good.
I mean, it's a wave that they don't have much faith in. I mean, it's Doctor Strange. Who the fuck's really checking for Doctor Strange? And look at this Doctor Strange. He doesn't even have his signature hand poses.
Yeah.
I like this one. I'm excited for this one.
Because he looks like you.
I don't even care about the head. I could use that head as just a random goon or some shit. Fuck.
That's
I just
what
like that.
The Michael Whisman figure.
I like the hands.
Are those the Iron Fist hands? Nah.
Yeah, I'm
No.
saying those Iron Fist.
Oh,
No, they're different. They're new hands.
You think so?
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Why are the hands on the figure smaller than the hands they show?
Because the hands on the figure might be from the suited body.
Yeah, you might be right.
Okay.
All right, so we already know the hands and the head from this is what we'll be using. Fuck that figure.
Hey, you know the bad thing about it is you gotta buy this figure because you know figure arts ain't doing one.
Nah, that ain't happening.
No, you don't know. Maybe.
I don't see figure arts caring about this shit like that.
well, you
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we gotta buy this figure if you want him to be in your cinematic universe figures at all.
I heard
but
the
you-
Doctor Strange trailer looked good. I didn't watch it yet. Yeah, saw it?
Yeah.
If you have the Doctor Strange box set, you don't need to buy this wave because you already got Dormammu.
Well, they switched
It's
up
not true.
the color scheme.
I
So
don't give a shit about a little bit of paint difference.
What about Iron Fist in his wave and a couple other ones?
Yeah, but I'm just gonna get Iron Fist. Fuck, I'm
Well,
trying to build a
and,
bath.
and the little the chick who is from the 616
Mhm.
universe or the main Marvel universe now too. She's
Hey, I gotta
I
buy
do-
him.
Yeah, I do gotta get or Baron Mordo, because you're probably not gonna get a comic one.
Well, I just want him because
He's definitely going to give us a Baron Mordo. I'm going to tell you right now why.
Okay.
Yeah, because this movie one, he don't look nothing like the Baron Mordo in the comics.
Well, he looks like the fucking dude that Mark Wahlberg whooped at the end of fucking Four Brothers. So I'm gonna buy him.
I thought you were gonna make a Pharaoh Black figure out of him.
Oh, I'm darker than that, man. And I don't got that I don't got that fucking generic white dude drawn fro. I don't know why the white people draw black people hair like that. I don't know who the fuck hair like that.
Why think Pharaoh wants that Blade figure so bad?
Yep.
You gonna swap the Pharaoh head on there? That's all you're gonna see.
You will see, Michael, when I buy that figure and I put that head on some street body and be like, get your ass on the floor and eat with your man. You gonna be like, yeah.
Here we go. We already got Terrax. We got Red Hulk. We got Tiger Shark. All we need is a Baron Mordo to finish up that bad version of the Defenders or whatever the fuck they were or whatever. I'm pretty sure Hasbro will give
What
us.
are they called? The Offenders?
I think it was actually.
No offenders.
Something like that. The Offenders or
Yeah, I
something.
think it was because the good guys were the defense.
That's crazy. They take a picture with hands on chicks' booties and all type of stupid ass shit.
They don't.
Like,
Open.
And I hate this. I hate that Pizza Spider-Man torso from the ab crunch to the end of his crotch. It's just so long.
that's gay, Todd.
Pause.
Hey, where's Brother Voodoo?
Oh, that's right.
Right
What are
there.
we doing
You get the
now?
classic one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us the regular classic version.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on and grab that too.
Yeah.
That ain't classic though. The classic version of Brother Voodoo, he had like no shirt on.
Well, yeah, he had no shoes, no shoes actually. You're right, but that's the I guess I don't even want to say modern, but it's the regular version without
Yeah.
without him being the
Sorcerer Supreme.
right, exactly.
Right.
That's worth getting.
I mean, I haven't looked at mine in such a long time. What's the major difference besides the cape and the wand?
He doesn't.
Funny, the white man ain't looked at the black figure in a long time, huh?
Dude, I have all my figures are in bins right now.
He doesn't have the face paint on. He's it's just
Oh,
regular.
yeah.
It's
He had
regular.
like a skull painted on his face or some shit, right?
Yeah, in the box set, and he's got a more extravagant sort of cape. He's got the fucking Mike Tyson shit right there.
It's rough in these streets.
Basically, it's rough out here.
That shit's crazy. You know what I am excited for? That fucking that Ryu and M. Bison figure that's coming.
From what? That's Storm Collectibles, right?
Yeah, man. I downloaded the story mode Street Fighter V the other day, and I was playing it, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't wait for these figures to come.
Yeah, I see they just put up this blue version on
BBTS.
on Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah.
Yeah, that they won't get me with that shit, man. Buying all those player 2 colors and all the other shit, nah.
Now you know what? They got to prove themselves first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? The figure got to come out and be good first. So like,
Well, my biggest thing is let's be honest. In a real world, you think Ryu is gonna show up in a blue gi?
nah.
It was laundry day.
he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't even wash his ass. I mean, think about it. He's always dirty. His shit tore the fuck up. I mean, his best friend got plenty of money. He won't even take a handout. So already know he's a bum.
Who cares about Nico? I could care less about this figure.
That Batman is the shit.
Yeah, I'm interested in that, Nico. It's cool. It's cool. What about you see DC Collectibles doing some interesting things. They got this set coming with Batman with a bunch of different interchangeable heads. We got 2, 4, 6 different interchangeable heads here, including an unmasked Bruce Wayne head that looks really good. If there's one thing that we know is that DC Collectibles is gonna give you very accurate, renditions of the animated show. So these are gonna look perfect. There's no question about it. They're gonna look good. It's just that shit ain't gonna move at all. So
Yeah, that'll look great on your show.
They could have updated it. They could at least gave it an ab crunch.
Just for you guys, I downloaded these DC pictures from the booths.
You know what? That Poison Ivy looks pretty fucking good. What is that? What company is doing that?
I think this is DC Collectibles, right?
That's the DC Collect. That's the Icon.
No, that's Icon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that must be Icon. It's got to be.
That's that pinup line or whatever they're calling it.
It's the bombshells.
Oh, okay. So it's all female characters.
Yeah, they showed Wonder Woman, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Batgirl, and was that it? Just those 4?
If I'm not mistaken, it's just those 4.
Pharaoh, how much do these go for?
20,
25.
25.
You know what?
Depending on where you get them from.
They raised the price of. It looks like they raising the price of the animated series line.
Yep.
It's nuts. They want $30 a figure damn near now. It's crazy. So that's
What it's going to really depend on is what they provide with the figure.
that shit don't matter. It don't matter how many interchangeable hands and shit they give you. If the figure's not even like, if all you're doing is swapping the hands and heads, but the shit still don't move, then
It's,
what's the point?
That's like those artifact statues they keep trying to push, where it's just a statue that you can swap different arms onto.
Right.
Nah.
Like, I'm gonna just buy an action figure.
Hey, this Batman figure here, I'm going to buy it, but I'm kind of pissed that they didn't give us the new 52 version as well.
What version is that?
That's the rebirth version. That's what he looks like currently in the comic.
Okay.
This who makes this one?
Icons.
Icons.
Dude, the articulation looks fantastic. I mean, just based on this picture, it looks fantastic. Looks like he can crunch way down on the waist and then on the upper torso too.
The only thing wrong with these icon figures is no upper thigh swivel and the head and neck articulation is fine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where they're losing at. He ain't lying about that.
We got this version of the Riddler coming for the animated series line.
That Superman, look at his face.
It looks like he just farted in a bus or something.
You know,
Man, it's like something crawled up under his cape. It's just like pinching him on his ass crack. You don't want to tell him.
his head looks kind of big to
Right.
The logo on his chest looks like if you flex the torso that you're gonna break the tip off of it.
Right.
Like,
Nah, they'll find a way for you to be able to flex that. Actually, it does. It's not going to even pretty much bend right there. It has like a floating joint. So if you were to bend that ab crunch, that ab piece forward, it almost floats over the other piece that's connected to, and then it's going to bend like a regular ab crunch at the bottom.
They got this Batmobile down to $84 right now because the new one's about to fucking drop next month too.
Yeah.
This Harley Quinn looks pretty damn good.
That's the bombshells as well.
Bombshells. That's right. That's what it was.
That's what you said, I think.
No, he
No, I
said.
said pin up.
I said bombshells.
Okay.
All right.
Now those are dope.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they look fucking good. It's just that I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, so what y'all think about the Justice League trailer?
I didn't watch it.
Well, it looks better than Batman versus Superman, but I mean, I don't know. It's like how many fool me once, fool me twice, kind of scenario.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't like the way that they're doing Flash. I think that's
you don't
really,
like him as a kid? Is that what you're saying?
the way that they're doing Barry Allen. I just don't like the way they do him. Barry Allen, I don't agree with him being young. And I definitely don't agree with him meeting friends and all that other extra crap that he was saying. I don't know. But what I will say is this: the
They're trying to make their version of fucking Spider-Man. That's what they're doing.
well, they actually don't need a version of Spider-Man. Actually, you if they want a version of Spider-Man, you got Hal Jordan. I mean, when they remade Hal Jordan for the New 52, he was an ass. Like, and I mean, and there you go. I mean, you got Hal Jordan. Whenever they bring him into the mix or whatever, I mean, I don't think that they need to push the comedy. And I didn't like the fact that Bruce Wayne himself was recruiting for the Justice League.
Yeah, that should look
Right.
that looked kind of nuts to me too. I didn't really like that either.
But I think that
that's not really his. That's not his personality. That's not his character, man. Like, come on.
well, okay, in the cartoon, the Batman, he was the one that formed the Justice League. I mean, that's just a cartoon. I don't really take cartoon shit at all as being canon for anything. So, but I mean, he it's not like he's never done it in any version. But I don't. Yeah, I like it better when they try to recruit him.
But what about that whole, Batman's always prepared thing, and then so when Flash is like, yeah, I'll join. Oh, really? Oh, wow, okay, great, let's fucking go.
I mean, the fact the fact that he blew his fucking cover right there. Walton had mentioned that and shit too. But like the fact that he blew his cover right there and immediately told him that he was Batman was just some real fucking stupid shit. And like that's totally out of character for any version of Batman. Like, the fuck are they doing? It doesn't make sense. But
yeah.
Well, the movie studio's not going to have Ben Affleck wear the cowl for 90% of the movie.
You think so?
No. They're going to be like, no, you got to, people are going to see Affleck, so you got to take the cowl off.
So he's
and John Papa Sergio brought up a good point about Batman versus Superman, but also, the Justice League stuff. Is how the whole thing, was Batman not trusting Superman, et cetera, but how he just turns around and just trusts Wonder Woman right out the gate. And now, like, you could argue for Justice League that he learned to trust the rest of them after, seeing Superman die and all that. But prior to that, why, did they ever explain why he was just like, oh yeah, Wonder Woman, you're fucking as strong as these guys, but you're okay. It's that Superman guy that we need to worry about.
Well, I think that what a lot of people don't string together is I think the whole thing of seeing Superman fight another super being carelessly kind of scared the shit out of him. I think that it pretty much actually had him really like, damn, I'm really help. Like, what the fuck can we really do against this fucking being? Wonder Woman didn't ever show her ass in the movie. She didn't tear shit up. She didn't, I mean, like, seriously, like, she didn't really do anything to make anybody be like, hey, Wonder Woman's a threat. Even though, like you said, technically she would be a threat. I mean, and I mean the real interaction he had with her was when she stole the fucking whatever device from him, and then when she showed up to actually help. So it's a little different, I think, in my opinion. But I mean, I don't want anybody to think I'm making excuses for that shit.
Mm.
I loved. I saw a clip from Conan O'Brien's show where
Batwoman.
he said,
Yeah.
how come Superman just didn't shoot his laser eyes into Batman's mouth?
When?
In the movie, when he's in the fucking armored suit and his eyes are glowing. It's like, why didn't you just fucking blast him in the mouth and you would have killed his ass?
That would have been done. Done deal. Burnt his whole face off.
True, but to be fair, Superman was not even trying to fight him the whole movie,
Right.
though.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, logistically, oh yeah, he could totally kill him, but to be fair, he was not trying to fight him in the movie.
I mean, you really can't. I tell anybody this: you really can't use logic when even like reading shit like that. I mean, let's be honest. Superman can fly up in the air, pinpoint down, and destroy who the fuck he wants to. I mean, it's not really going to be a fight against Superman at all. It's not. You're just not going to win. But I mean, even when you go to Marvel, I mean, let's be honest. You have beings that can go back in time and alter things and everything else, but nobody can stop all of this destruction from these super beings from happening. You know what I mean? Like nobody can fix what's really going on and shit. So I mean, you really can't use that logic in comics at all. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when fucking a super threat comes that's just destroying shit, why isn't Black Bolt just going and leveling his ass? Or you know, or whatever. How come the Silver Surfer, with all the strength that he has, I mean, he can't really technically stop Galactus, can he? Or I've seen him get his.
No,
You know, it's just certain
yeah, not by himself, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even combined with other people, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like it should be.
Well, I'm sure, like most characters, because the Silver Surfer books that I've read, his powers are all over the place. Like one book, he's super powerful, and the next he's a total puss. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's with comics in general. We were arguing, me and I forget who. We were arguing about Batman, and somebody brought up the fact that in certain books, the Joker has like pretty much got Batman off guard and beat Batman's ass, which is the truth. And then I told him it's the same thing like Spider-Man. Spider-Man lifts cars and do all type of other shit, but I've seen Yancey street thugs beat the shit out of Spider-Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like really, it really just suits the story, man.
Especially when the trailer dropped for before Civil War, and when you see Spider-Man catch Winter Soldier's arm. And fucking 90% of people on the internet were like, "That's bullshit. How's this kid blah blah blah?" And it's like in the comics, Spider-Man is insanely strong. He's stronger than Captain America.
Look at the scene that when Tony went to his house and he showed him the footage of him stopping the fucking car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, even if you go back to Tobey Maguire, that punk stopped the fucking train.
Or that too, yeah.
You know what I mean?
After 20 minutes of screaming, yeah.
But you talk about a spider, a spider's strength, probably times 10, and then the size of a man.
Right.
Imagine if a tarantula was the size of a man. That thing could probably chase down cars.
Definitely.
It could probably jump over buildings, all type of stupid ass shit, man. Like, so you talk about Spider-Man, so it's not like the shit he's doing is impossible. But like Whisman just said, he catches Winter Soldier's arm. Like it's like with no effort, like fuck him, like damn. But then you take Captain America's throwing him around and whipping his ass, and it just goes to show you that it's not about the strength; it's really just about the skill set. You can be strong as fuck, but if you got the skills, the tag, stick and move, and everything else, you can take down pretty much anybody. It doesn't matter.
That's like that panel that Harvey loves throwing around, where Black Panther's got Silver Surfer in an arm lock.
Yeah. Right. I mean, you catch somebody, you know that shit. That's for shock value, man. That's the same to me. It's the same thing as when Muhammad Ali beat Superman.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, but I mean, I get him. You know, he likes the Black Panther, and I mean, I think the Black Panther's is super cool or whatever.
I tell you what, fucking Black Panther with the Ultimates, this current Ultimates book, they need to finish that team. They need to make that team. That would be that's like one of my number one wants right now is that Ultimates. I'll show that for people that don't really know. But yeah, while I look it up, who
I see you showing Harley.
yeah. Did you order that? I know you did. I did. Mike,
Oh yes.
Nah, but it looks nice.
It looks fucking nice as fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't. You guys know I don't fuck with DC, but I think that's probably gonna be the figure of the year.
No. DC doesn't fuck with you. Don't get it twisted.
Rightfully so.
She looks fucking amazing, man. She looks amazing.
I was telling Boog the other night. I said even if this movie doesn't do well, I don't believe it's going to be because of the actors. I think it will be mostly because of the script.
It don't matter. The merchandise for the movie is gonna do fucking well. I don't care what happens.
Well, those versions of the characters are pretty much going to be what you're going to see in any movie. They pretty much want to put those characters in for the next maybe 5 years.
I even went ahead and ordered the fucking Deadshot from Mayfex, and you know that Mayfex was some fucking bullshit. The Deadshot looks fucking dope. That shit looks dope.
You know what bothers me? I don't see Floyd Lawton though. I just see Will Smith.
Time to save the world.
You know what? I've never read any comics with Deadshot, but I could still understand.
Well, I don't really agree with them. Okay, they made him African American, and it's not a big deal because I mean it's Deadshot. Who the fuck cares which way or the other that he's going with that? But I mean, it's Will Smith though, man. It's like he's not even cool. Like he tries to be cool or whatever, but he's not. He's just Uncle Phil's nephew that didn't have a dad. Like,
why you don't want me, man?
Here's the ultimate.
Why you don't want me no more?
Don't act like I didn't get emotional on that episode.
Yeah, when I was fucking 13, man.
Ain't not a damn thing you can teach me about being a supervillain.
But yeah, here's the Ultimates. You got Black Panther. You got what's the black dude's name? The other black dude?
Marvel.
Blue Marvel. Which I hope they do this version and not the version with the cape. Fuck that cape shit. Put them in the vest and shit. You got Captain Marvel back there in the back. You got what's her name? Aurora.
America Chavez.
America Chavez. Where was I going with that? All right, yeah, Chavez. Is I guess she's Latin, right? Latin chick.
Something like that.
And
Rambo, right?
And then she's Latin. Look at that jacket, man. It's white with red stripes and the blue with the one star in the middle, and then she's like beige in color and shit.
Everybody on the team is fucking insanely powerful, intelligent. You know, it's a fucking powerhouse team right here. It's a good one.
And that is a fucking right there is just some PC shit. Put a bunch of Hispanics, blacks, and a white dude or white chick, making a rainbow coalition, and then make them all intelligent and strong, so nobody would have anything to say.
Well, that's pretty much exactly what it is. Nobody's really the team leader. You know, everybody's just going for the greater good of the multiverse and trying to figure out problems and shit like that. So
I can't fuck with Ultimates. Sorry.
It's a good book, man. You should read it.
It's not related to the Ultimates, as in, you know, like the Ultimate Avengers prior. This is something totally different.
Totally new. This is after the whole construction of the multiverse and after the events of Secret Wars and whatever. This is you know, each of them have their own perspective things going on. Captain Marvel is still leading a team. Black Panther still has his nation and shit. Blue Marvel, they all have different things that they're doing. I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel is like the director of
Sword
or something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty decent. It's better than fucking Civil War 2. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Keep all those modern books as far as I'm concerned.
So yeah, Todd, what was the deal with this picture right here? They showed this for a brief moment, and we talked about this earlier. The dude at the panel was just all over the fucking place. So is that supposed to be a battle damage Matt Murdock?
That's what I'm assuming. They didn't say anything about it, like the scale. Well, the thing that gives me the hope that this is a 6-inch figure is that the 3 3/4 inch guy shut up, and Dwight is the one who made the comment.
Right.
Dwight
You know what? That was the indication for a lot of shit. When Dwight was talking, it was legend shit, and you know, when other dude was talking, it was 3/4 inch shit. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Dwight said, like, what's the matter with him? He can't go to the office looking like that. So it makes me think that we're going to get an unmasked Matt Murdock, probably in the suit, you know, in his business suit.
Hell no, they're gonna give you another version of Daredevil and with a fucking costume.
Possibly, maybe they'll do. Isn't Daredevil rocking like a black costume right now?
Yeah, he's pretty much in the Shadowlands. He just has wraps instead of like the blades.
Okay.
On his wrists.
Oh yeah, they might do that. Maybe they'll give us the battle damage head with the black and red costume.
Yeah, I'd be super stoked because
then I'm gonna get at least 2 Walgreens exclusives in 2017. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, and then they showed this.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Dark Phoenix.
And people were confused about this shit. They were saying that they sway up and down. This is 3/4 inch. No way at all. This is 3/4 inch. First of all, it says Marvel Legends in the upper right corner. Secondly, Dwight was talking when they were when he showed this, and he made mention of the Toy Biz version and how they wanted to do something with translucent hair or head or something on this one. Plus, you can look at the hand. The same hands that we got on all the females.
The hands are true, but I mean, far as saying Marvel Legends, that's what they call it, a 3 3/4 inch too, though. If you feel. But you're right though, those hands, that's pretty much Marvel. And you know something else that really puts you onto it when you look at the elbows or whatever, they look like the same. It's the same forearm and everything that the other figures have.
Yeah, it's the same figure as the fucking X we just got in the X-Men wave. It's just it's just gonna be a scope. That's it.
This actually looks better because the Phoenix is more comic accurate. The one that we got from the new wave, the Juggernaut wave, she has this tiny Phoenix just on the upper torso.
I'm wondering how they gonna rock this though. Is it gonna be another character in this second X-Men wave? Is it gonna be a Walgreens exclusive? They haven't done a female as a Walgreens exclusive.
I seriously doubt it'll be Walgreens exclusive because usually the exclusives have been like street level, almost. You know.
That's true. I didn't even really think about it like that.
Not really. Ant-Man wasn't street level, was he?
Well,
Namor.
All right.
I'm saying Namor definitely ain't hanging out on the damn street. Well, he might be going to the gay bar. He might be hanging out at the gay bar with that damn costume on.
Yeah, I stand corrected. I automatically my head went to Punisher and.
I totally forgot about fucking Namor and what's his name. Yeah. All right, so I mean, we haven't had a female yet, so it's a.
Woo! Keep going, Todd. Keep going.
Yeah, they showed a 3D model prototype. But the quality was so bad that I didn't.
Oh man!
I didn't get a picture of that, but so they're probably gonna, they'll probably just use that Jessica Jones and just put what's it called, sleeveless arms on her.
Mhm. And you know what? I'm really curious how they're gonna do the hair. Not so much the style, but the paint, because her hair in comics is traditionally like drawn like black and red, like it's supposed to be like a dark red.
Yeah, but like dark red. Yeah.
But when they've done, like for example, the Scarlet Spider is a similar, dark red, like scarlet in the comics. But when they made the figure, it was just a flat red. Or like the Ultimate Spider-Woman was a similar situation. So I really hope we don't get a Mary Jane, like you get this head and it's just a flat like orange hair piece.
Probably like Black Widow's hair.
Well, I don't think that the black actually has anything to do with the hair being dark. I think it more had something to do with the way the colors showed up in panels. The same way as like when they draw certain characters, like their whole entire head to be black, and you'll see a green highlight, which really lets you know that their hair is green.
Yeah, but that's implied. It's like slickness, or kind of like the symbiote suit, how it has like sometimes purple or blue highlights.
They might give her the same hair as fucking Dark Phoenix. They might give it a curly look because sometimes they show her with curly red hair and not straight.
Or they might just take the hair piece off of the fucking Black Widow from the movie figure and put it on the heads.
No, please.
I really hope they go to distance with Mary Jane and really make her look good. You know what I'm saying? But and we don't need this is one time where I'm saying we don't need a ton of articulation on the figure. I mean, she ain't about to be running and jumping and shit. So it is.
Well, speak for yourself, man.
How you know?
Spend some money on the head sculpt. Make her smiling like this. You know
what?
Quit giving us that blank stare expression. It's bullshit.
I don't want her to have a smile because I don't want them to start fucking with her teeth. I would just have her. I just rather have her like have a smirk or something.
Have that juggernaut chip tooth in the middle.
Right, I don't want that. Even painting the teeth. Sometimes the paint be all over the fucking lipstick and shit. It's just
they've done a good job recently with any like expression, any head sculpt that have like expressions. I mean, Juggernaut looks great. Fucking Wrecker, Rhino.
Look how big they are.
You know.
Yeah, it's usually big characters that are villains.
Hey, I'll tell you something. You got that X-Men box set with the classic X-Men?
No, you know I had stashed it at a Toys R Us, and they fucking ended up changing the display around or changing that section around, and they found my shit, I guess. So,
well, I'll tell anybody this. If you have that Jean Grey, get a magnifying glass and look directly at her lips, and you will see that her lips are not painted correctly.
You need a magnifying glass. Shit?
Yeah. You say what?
I said you need a magnifying glass to see that.
Well, a lot of people just don't see it. And one day I was on chat with Billy, and I told Billy, I said, man, you know something? Her lips aren't painted correctly. And he's looking at it. He's like, you sure the fuck is all right? And I don't have the figure right here, but he repainted the lips for mine, and it looks totally different, man.
Yeah.
They are not painted correctly at all. I'm forget how they're fucked up, but
well, I mean the whole set is fucking horrible. So.
I don't know. Cyclops is okay.
Pharaoh pulled out the magnifying glass, went over all fuck the rest of the figures. Let me look right at this bitch.
Well, I started paying attention to the females around the time that Madam Hydra popped up with her ugly ass.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, I had Raybot repaint mine, and even though the bitch is still ugly, she just looks a whole lot better than she did from the factory.
Raybot ain't been back on the scene, huh?
I haven't seen Raybot or heard anything from him at all.
No, he had some personal shit go down, and
I heard some shit that happened with his wife or his girlfriend or some crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't want to dish out his dirty laundry, but it's related to that, yeah.
Bottom line is, she was fucking hating on him being involved with the toys and shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. I met the motherfucker. I did a meal with him.
Raybot was the truth, man. I seen Raybot do exquisite work in hours. Like shit. Like for real. And that link is the truth right there.
I seen his fucking work in person, nigga. So I'm sorry, excuse me, I said the N word, but
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm drinking over. But yeah, I seen his work in person at San Diego Comic-Con, and he had his shit. He had his shit in like a case, like a little small suitcase specifically for the figures or whatever, and he had presented it to Hasbro to show them his work and shit like that. And Jesse was fucking with him. I guess I could say this now. I think I've said this one other time before, but Jesse had basically asked him to come on and help him do some figures for a show that he was working on for Cartoon Network, like a what's the name of that show that this dude does? Like a robot chicken type show that Jesse was working on. And Raybot and Solid was working on a bunch of the customs for that show. It was all like original concepts that Jesse had came up with. I don't know what happened to it or why it never came to fruition or what, but But at one point, I did see the figures and the stuff that they were working on. I don't know if it's something that's still going to happen or what, but this was literally like 4 or 5 years ago at the time. But just based off of his work that he showed to Hasbro and to Jesse at the time, Jesse was immediately like interested, like, yo, like, well, hey, what you doing, man? What you doing after this? Like, let's go, let's talk about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, immediately interested, like, and his work was fucking amazing. Some of the best custom work I've ever seen ever. So it was definitely good work, man.
Yeah, I totally agree. He's still in the top 3 of my favorite customizers of all time.
Hey, speaking of Jesse, man, I remember me and Jesse got into a fucking bidding war over there on it might have been the Foosh, maybe it was Facebook, I ain't sure. But I know this guy was selling a bunch of Marvel Legends for cheap, like all of them. Man, I I take these Legends. Oh, Jesse just bought about 30 of them. Just clean that shit the fuck out, man. I was like, bitch.
Wait, he bought them?
Yeah, listen. Something happened at Jesse. I don't know. Something happened during the move when wherever he moved from one office to another or some shit, and a lot of his figures came up missing. And this guy pretty much had, pretty much every Marvel Legend. I'm going through, and I'm buying them and shit, but I'm doing it like a regular person. Yeah, give me these 3, give me that one over there. Man, he just comes through it. How much do you want for all 60 of these? Yep, take those. I'm like, this motherfucker, man.
Jesse Falcon, he's got the paper, baby.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't. I wasn't buying Toy Biz Legends.
They were Toy Biz Legends.
Yeah,
I mean, he was Toy Biz though, wasn't he?
That's what I was saying. He should have all that shit for free.
They stole them.
He's saying he lost some shit in the move.
Yeah, somebody stole them or they lost them. But wherever he got his shit, he didn't half of that shit, I guess, was gone. So he just went back and seen some dude shit and pretty much bought every damn Legend he had.
Yeah, I could see that. Sure.
I got away with a Mole Man and some other shit.
Speaking of a Mole Man, they need to update Mole Man for sure, man. We need a new one of those too.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was trying to screen share this shit. This shit looks amazing too. I don't know if y'all fucking with this.
Yeah, Link.
Yeah, this shit looks nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy Link and Zelda.
Oh, and real quick too, Comic-Con. Obviously, San Diego Comic-Con was this weekend. We've been talking about that for the past hour and a half. But also, Wonder Festival in Japan was this weekend as well. So a lot of stuff was shown there too. Try to show some of that stuff real quick.
Not to interrupt you, Boog, but this is related to what you're talking about. Where the fuck are the Star Wars SHF figures?
That's a good question. That is a great question. I don't know what happened to Chewbacca and Han and all those other things that they showed. I actually got. Oh fuck! I just got to pay for that shit.
That shit's coming though. I mean, you gotta realize we only got we still gotta get the Luke, which comes out this month. You still got Boba you have to get. Oh, no, I mean Django.
I didn't pay for my Luke. I just remember that.
Something else, isn't it?
My screen share on. I'm all in my personal business and shit. But I didn't pay for the Luke. I mean, I paid for the Luke, but I didn't pay for the shipping because you know how fucking Anime Export you pay for the figure and then when it's ready, then they hit you up to pay for the shipping. It's stupid. So yeah, I gotta do that, man.
Oh man, I didn't. All my shit is bunched together by Emiya, man. So that means that it might be ready for me, but I'm still waiting for Batman and a bunch of other shit.
Amiyami's gonna hit you right at the end of the month with every fucking thing. July on Amiyami was nuts. Me and you was just talking about this the other day. Yeah. So July for Amiyami is a fucking card name right now.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I'm at the faux mark. I'm close to 400 for fuck around with Amiyami, man.
So yo, who could see the we got questions in the thing? I don't even know how to see that shit.
Oh yeah, we need the questions, man, because Power come on in 30 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt.
What's coming on in 30 minutes?
A
Power.
A show
it's a black thing, man. You can't watch it.
You definitely don't watch that, Todd.
All right. Not allowed.
Hey, time to watch that shit.
You just
this girl will be like, what the fuck is this shit?
have Farrakhan show up at my house and slap me in the face.
That shit is extra black. Yeah, but who could see? I don't even know how to see the what's the name, Fabio or Rick usually handles this shit. I don't even know how to see if there is questions. Do y'all know?
Oh. Yeah,
I don't know how to do it either, man.
Yeah, I think you have to, I guess, mute yourself and then go to your, go and watch your subscriptions and watch the video like you're just a regular subscriber. I guess I can do that. Hold on a sec. Let me mute myself.
All right, while Todd does that, I'm gonna just look at some of the stuff that they showed at Wonder Festival, which was in Japan. This stuff that we're looking at right now is mostly Revoltech stuff. So recently, if you don't know, the Revoltech Ninja Turtles went back up for a re-release. Big Bad Toy Store has them. I guess a couple other places had them. They probably already sold out on Japanese sites, huh, Pharaoh? They sold out on.
I don't know. I didn't have any idea. I mean, any reason to even look, because I already got them.
Yeah, I already got them too. But if you missed out on these, man, as you can see, the fucking Japanese know how to pose the figures in the fucking display cases and make them look appealing. So as you can see, these things, the Revoltech joints are very unique, and the way they pose is much different than your standard American.
What the fuck is Raph doing? And that running pose is incorrect. So
I guess he's running. I don't know, but
not with that leg and that arm going the same direction.
Yeah, as you can see, they can all get into some pretty dynamic poses, though. Only thing I didn't like about this set was I wish that they all had. I wish Mikey came with an interchangeable head. I hate that he's always fucking smiling.
I agree.
And then this right here is the Mark 46 Iron Man armor, I believe. This is Revoltech as well. All of this stuff is Revoltech. And you can see, obviously, the Revoltech, the figures, they look a little wide stance when they're in a regular vanilla pose, but obviously you can get them into some really dynamic poses. I don't know what the hell this is, some Batman shit. I don't know what that is.
Wait, let me look at it. What's that? Oh yeah, man. I think that has the die cast.
I don't know if these are game pieces or what the fuck's going on there. I have no clue. Ted 2, I'm pretty sure that Figure Arts is putting out a Ted figure, right? Was it Figure Arts or Figma?
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm waiting. That's what's holding up my order this month as well.
Yeah, it's part of the July order for sure. And it was only like $25 or something like that, if that. But yeah, it looks like they're working on one too. Then we got, I don't know if this is supposed to be King Kong or what the fuck that's supposed to be, regular gorilla or what? I have no clue.
Revoltech Spider-Man.
Yeah, that should be coming up in a second. They're working on a damn board. I don't know who this fat guy is.
Is that Rick?
Rick Dominguez right there. ABX. Eiffel Tower. I don't know what's going on with that. Really, and they had a bunch of these like animals. I don't know
what the fuck that shit is. We need Emiya to tell us about that.
Yeah, you can see all of these animals and shit. Yeah, we need Emiya, basically. And then
right. He's gonna tell us some basic shit like, yeah, that's a horse.
Basically. But yeah, this looks pretty fucking good too. Even though SH Monster Arts has been the master and as far as kaiju is concerned, but that still looks pretty damn good. And coming up, we should have Spidey coming up here in a second.
So I'm sorry for these dudes in Deadpools, man, that didn't get the order in because I heard they were allocating them.
Oh yeah, here's Deadpool right here. Yeah, the Deadpool, they cut that off. I don't know what exactly happened, but this is the Rebel Deadpool here, and as you can see, all of these very dynamic poses. Definitely going to be able to get him. And there's Spider-Man, who looks really awkward right there, but again, because it's the Rebel Tech joints and they're a little unique. But as you can see, getting them into dynamic poses.
What the fuck is his leg doing up there?
Yeah,
he can do it though, man.
And then they tease in a Venom as well, which should be really crazy. No prototype figure yet, but just a picture just to let you know that it's happening. So yeah, that was just the Reveltech stuff that they showed at this festival. They showed everything. A bunch of different import shit.
Yeah.
What would you say, Todd?
Hey, go back. What's that? Is that Joggy?
Where?
Right? Oh no, that's Kenshiro. Oh, they go Joggy.
Yeah, I guess it's just a statue though.
So, told people to start asking questions, and Colossal Customs is asking, what are the chances of A.C.B.A. doing a monthly raffle for Marvel Legends sets, like a full case?
It's a very good chance. We definitely raffling off this SDCC set, so you'll see that in the next couple of days. Actually, we already we already uploaded the pictures and everything to put the post up, so it actually might be up later tonight, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's a good possibility that any time that we get something early, we're gonna raffle it off. No question about it. We got fucking bills to pay. I'll tell you right now. So, yeah.
Next question is,
Not to cut you off, Boog, they got color pictures of Spider-Man now, painted prototypes.
Where?
Dallas just put one up.
Oh,
Let me see. Let me click it. I'll see if I can screen share it.
all right.
yeah, I remember seeing them on Facebook. Another question is, Benjamin Albertin is asking, how happy are you guys that Matty Collector is shutting down?
I don't think
Yeah,
I
what?
collect any Maddie shit. Do any of y'all collect Maddie shit at all? Well,
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh,
I still fuck with it sometime, man. There's certain characters that they come out with that if it's bat related, I'll buy it. But other than that, I don't really like Mattel.
yeah,
And that shit they did for the Thundercat sub, that was kind of ass.
if you don't know in the comment section, or if you're viewing this right now live or later on, Maddie recently said that they were shutting down this Thundercats line, if I'm not mistaken. And I see that there's some petitions of it. As a matter of fact, my man George Toy Addict 26 has a petition going to try to get them to keep that line. I gotta actually share that. I'm gonna share it tonight on the fan page and all of our social media sites or whatever. So if you're interested in that, look out for that and just get on board with that petition, because they really jerked collectors around with that whole thing, especially how they were handling the whole subscription thing. Anyway, it's been a shit show basically. So Maddie is stopping Thundercats after these, I guess, 5 or 6 figures that they already showed. They're supposed to be stopping, and then what else are they not doing anymore? And then they're giving over the line or the license to some other company.
Yeah, it was like Seventh Sign or something. I can't
Super
remember.
7 or some shit. I have no clue, man.
Super
Yeah.
7? Yeah.
Super 7.
So,
I mean, well, I don't know, man. Like I said, that Mattel shit is very lackluster for collectors. Like I said, it's certain characters, like they showed at San Diego, certain back characters. I mean, I just like the characters, so I will buy them, whatever. But I'm not a Mattel fan at all. They screw over people so badly.
that multiverse shit that they've been putting out looks fucking horrible. I don't care what anybody says. Even all of this shit that they showed at Comic-Con, some of it looks okay, but the crotch joint area and just that odd old school articulation that they're using is whack, man.
Oh yeah, they're not about to invest a lot of money into it. I mean, it's one of those things where we can keep using this mold where we don't have to pay for shit. We'll give you some shit. Other than that, we're just gonna shut it down.
I got
but
that.
you see it with Thundercats. Look what they did at Thundercats. Like you were saying, how big they were and shit's nothing but Masters of the Universe figures.
You guys can keep those figure arts. I got my multiverse Harley Quinn.
Yeah, okay. That thing is horrible, man.
I got that Rick Flag figure, and it's, other than having it for fodder, it's kind of trash.
Yo, show that Spider-Man again.
Oh no, man, that's a Photoshop rendition, man. I ain't gonna send people off like that.
Oh shit, it looked pretty fucking good.
Right. But I don't want to tell people
that
that's
Reveltech one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My wife found out there's I forget what it's called, but the Mattel, like whatever their store is that's connected to the warehouse, they have one of those right by her work, and her work gets, I think, like a 10 or 15% discount. And she came home all excited the day she found out. I was like, man, that's like such a kick in the nuts, because what a useless fucking discount to have. I ain't buying shit over there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, Mattel has been backtracking since. I mean, I started fucking with Mattel figures tough when they were doing the DC superhero classic. No. Yeah, DC superheroes or whatever. And I mean, back then they didn't want to make the bad guys bigger than the the superheroes, and then they started doing the DC Universe classics, and then look at the history of bullshit is just crazy, because once they got to Series 3, the first things, the plastic would have kind of ooze out this fucking powdery substance. Like if you got the Deathstroke or any of those figures, the figures would just be powdery one day. You would go and look at them and they'd just be white. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that shit. They fucked up on the Sinestro. The QC has just been horrible since Wave 4. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just they shrink down shit like they did the fucking Castle Grayskull. I think that was a fucking insult for real. And they said we will not alter the size of Castle Grayskull. They shrunk it right down and charged them $300 and some for it.
Sure did.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm not a fan of. Well, I was a huge fan of Thundercats growing up, but I'm glad I don't collect any of that shit, because I can't. Mattel seems like the worst company ever.
Yeah, for collectors, definitely, it's not worth it to them, man. They don't make enough money. I mean, think about it. Barbie will outsell any action figure line they have, Bratz, any of that shit.
Yeah, they have started to not make as much money from Barbie as they did in years past, but yeah, that's pretty much their only moneymaker.
They got all this other stuff coming out, Shopkins and Bratz and all that stuff is definitely
Hey,
Barbie's.
not to be on Shopkins, man, but one of the people who collect this guy Louis, he collects certain stuff. He bought his daughter some Shopkins, and he found a Shopkin in his daughter pack that I think he sold for like $150.
Yeah, you know what? I was talking to the DMC this week, and Shopkins. He was talking about it, and I'm like, oh, my daughter loves that too. They had exclusives for Shopkins at San Diego Comic Con, and they had and you know with certain things at the con, they do this thing where even if you're online, you could be online. Once you get up to the spot where you can actually purchase whatever it is, they still have a thing where you gotta pick something out of a hat, and one will say that you can buy it or you can't buy it. So you might be online for that whole fucking time and still not be able to buy whatever the exclusive is.
Slap the shit out of somebody.
It's some bullshit. So they had that with the Shopkins exclusive, and he was trying to get his daughter some of those things. I'm like, oh, good luck to you, man, because I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, when I went to meet Bruce Campbell, they had a line like that, and I went with 3 other people, and all 4 of us struck out in a row. So
Wow.
we waited the whole line and nothing.
That's nuts. See, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
What other questions we got down there, Todd?
Well, if you've asked questions, an hour ago, please ask again, because I'm a rookie at this, and you guys need to ask. I don't have time to scroll through a million comments, especially when people are making troll comments. But let's see. Swaggy Spooter is asking about a rumored Tombstone bath, and I'm going to cut him off right there and say, when they showed that head of Tombstone, they were talking about 3 3/4 inch figures. So
They were.
don't get your hopes up right now. But Tombstone makes a perfect sense for a character that we do need. I mean, they're cranking out Spider-Man figures like crazy. So
you know what? Tombstone appeared quite a few times in Superior Foes of Spider-Man and that whole run of Superior Spider-Man and stuff like that. So, and they've been pretty, they've been Spider-Man loyalists, crazy Marvel Legends. So I'm sure we're gonna get them at some point in the 6-inch line.
yeah, I mean, we got White Tiger. We're getting so many of the animated series figures.
Spoiler alert: Tombstone is fucking this chick's pops. What's her name, Mike?
Oh, you know what? I know who you're talking about, and I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that too.
The female Beetle that
Yeah.
appears in Superior Foes of Spider-Man and the new Sinister or whatever.
Yep.
That she is Tombstone's daughter, so there's no question we're going to get a Tombstone.
So let's see.
Yo,
DC
Punker Mike wants to know when the A.C.B.A. tank tops are dropping, so we can all rock the steaks.
You can, we will make tank tops available again in probably like another week. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have like so much shit dropping in the shop in the next 2 weeks. So yeah, you can definitely order a tank top shortly. But Central's about to come back out. We got like 4 cutout packs that are in the works right now. And,
Nice.
Yo, Boog, look at my screen.
damn.
Dude, this is...
You know what it is? The red, I don't know what's up with the red. That only happens with the red shirts. I don't know why that is. I don't know what it is, man. I really don't know why that happens. But
Because you were Peppy over there drawing that shit with chalk.
So this shirt's like 4 years old, and I want an orange one. So hook it up.
I'll definitely one on the side. Orange is like that pure color and shit, but I got you for sure, man. But yeah, tank tops, Mike. You could order it this week. As a matter of fact, you could just hit me up offline and I'll get you one.
I've been I'm ashamed to say I've only had one A.C.B.A. shirt ever. The black and gray one. Whenever that fucking X-Force San Diego set came out.
That's not true because I sent you a fucking see me at the concert too.
Well, I'll talk about one with a fucking A.C.B.A. logo on it.
All right, you're right.
But but the logo has never faded on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you never wear it?
I don't wear it. Well, I did wear it. I don't wear it anymore.
I wear fucking literally. I wear A.C.B.A. shirt literally every fucking day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wash them shirts. I just don't dry them in the dryer. I let all my shirts like that with logos and stuff just hang up and dry basically. So that's one of your best
Don't
options.
lie, you can't pay the gas bill after these exclusives.
Shit. It is a little nuts right now.
Another question. This is right up Pharaoh's alley. Some Pennington 54 is contemplating collecting DC icons. He says, do they have lots of QC issues?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. The only issue I had, and I caused it myself, is because like with the Flash, those lightning bolts on his ears, they're not made out of a soft plastic. And what I did was I piled a bunch of shit on them and broke one. And I had to glue it back or whatever. But other than that, no, they're not riddled with QC issues or anything. What I will say is the joints are very, very, very tight. So when you get one, move it constantly, but don't manhandle it. Move it slowly.
A little bit at a time.
I'm not really sure if the joint, the bars that the joints are hooked to and everything, I'm not sure if it's that clear plastic or they actually changed it up and started using actual molded colored plastic, because that clear plastic shit breaks so easily, man. So, but
so put on your NECA gloves when you're busting these out.
Yeah, get your NECA kit out, your blow dryer, your tweezers, paint remover, and Fabio.
Yep,
Cheering you on the whole time.
Call Fabio on the phone and ask him to walk you through it step by step.
He'll whisper it to you. Move it slowly.
Another question from Colossal Customs. What do you guys think about the Batwing and King Shark bash next year?
Yes. You know what? Even though that's Mattel, if I'm not mistaken, I still want that King Shark. That King Shark looks awesome, man. Batwing, yeah, I want him, but I mean, King Shark was really the one. Like, damn, I just don't want to have to buy all those horrible figures to get them.
DJ is asking, what do you think of the DC icons, I guess, that are coming? Beetle, Booster Gold, Nightwing, Sinestro, Deadshot, Ertigan, Shazam, and Catwoman.
I want them all. I want to buy every single DC icon that they make. I mean, I'm a DC fan. I did it with DC Universe Classics. I bought every character. It's not going to be any different here. I mean, I'm excited for all of them.
Yeah, they all look good. I can't lie about that. They look good. It's just I'm not gonna invest in any of them, but they look very good. I can't lie.
He would know actually what to do with them if he had them all.
You're right, because I don't read fucking comments. You're right on that.
Seamus Redger, Rick is not here, so I can't ask him about whatever Hot Toys that he saw. I may or may have not seen.
I'm here. I seen the Hot Toys. I'm here.
That was a pretty good impression.
That was a great impression.
Man, you should do a Darius one, man.
Darius, what, Camarada?
Speaking of impressions, Rick is really good at impressions, actually.
He is actually. That's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Man 117 Productions. He's saying now he's just making comments. Hold on.
Someone said they wanted to hear about Mezco stuff. So, does anybody here have any Mezco besides the Batman?
I have Dread.
I got Dread. I'm waiting for the Lawmaster to drop at Big Bad Toy Store, so I could use some credit and get that. But yeah, I got Dread and I got Batman. I am interested in getting Punisher, and I saw all of the Mezco shit that they showed this week, and they got rumors. There's been, as a matter of fact, Darius said that they're supposed to be doing X-Men and some different things or whatever, but I don't like the way the fucking cloth looks, man. I just don't like it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skills Production is asking what we think of the Spider-Man, and I told Michael when I saw it, it looks off to me.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah, weird head.
The articulation is what's going to really make the difference, and I do not see him being able to be. I mean, the only way that he can get into those real spider poses is if the clothing has slack in like the crotch area and underarm area, which means
look at the pose that they have the promo picture in. It ain't Spider-Man-esque at all. Like it's just like they don't even believe that shit.
It looks like a '70s Mego figure to me.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So I don't know.
Like, a lot of those were 50-50. It was straight up. It was either Amigo or it was Hot. And it makes it hard to want to say you want to invest in this company. It's more like you're just going to be picking, your favorite characters.
Yeah.
Because Deadpool looked awful.
Yep. I didn't like that either. I didn't even like the Marvel Legends 12-inch Deadpool. That shit looked. He looked.
Bobblehead.
His neck was fucking. Yeah, I don't know.
Smoke was not even there. So and I recently saw Glenn Webb review the 12-inch Iron Man, and that shit didn't even look that good either.
That Captain America looks okay. I seen that at Toys R Us yesterday.
And the Spider-Man, I like that figure a lot. I have that shit displayed in my living room. I like that Spider-Man a lot. So,
several guys are asking about the possible retirement of the Bucky Cap mold, and then the new mold that we look like we're getting on that Spider UK, and I'm psyched because we've seen enough of the Bucky Cap mold, and the new basically buffed up Spider-Man mold I think is going to be really good for characters that are thin but not scrawny, like maybe a new Adam Warlock, and I can't think of who else I was thinking of.
Hell no! Are you serious? That's just a Spider Britain mold, or Captain Spider Britain, whatever the fuck character that was.
Todd, I heard you mention this in your video. They did say that. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they said right now about those molds. It's a little bit bigger than the Bucky Cap mold. It's a new.
I took some notes, and he said he's the same height as the Bucky Cap mold, and the both the Spider UK and the new Spider 2099 are on that body mold.
Okay, so it's the same height, but it's got a little more bulk to it, basically, right?
That shit is gonna look crazy. I want to bet you guys.
From what I could tell, it looked like his shoulders were broader, his chest was deeper, and his lower body, like his thighs, were thicker. Basically the whole lower body is thicker too, but the same height.
And you know that I'm forgetting his name. The Asian Fire X-Men guys. It's Sunfire.
Sunfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he was on a new body also.
Yeah,
He's on that body,
too.
if I'm not mistaken. Why you say that? But I don't see that being a good body for a Spider-Man figure outside of the Spider UK.
No. I'm not saying it's a great new Spider-Man mold. I'm saying it's great for guys that aren't as big as like the Grim Reaper body, but are bigger than a Spider-Man mold.
You know what though? And it's already happening. Is it's introduced error because every time they make a new mold, they're just kind of comparing it to previous releases, and every time there's going to be an introduced error of like a slight margin. So over time, you're going to see figures not be in scale with each other. Like how the Bucky Cap mold keeps getting smaller and smaller in comparison to other figures. That's just going to get worse because they're not doing multiple new bodies at the same time. They're doing one every so often.
Yeah, I'm with you. Here's I'm screen sharing it right now though, but you can see the calves, the legs look thicker and everything. So
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. The Bucky Cap mold was decent. I mean, I think that the biggest problem isn't the fact that they used the mold for a lot of characters. I think the biggest problem is that they don't know how to not use it for certain characters.
Yeah. They start using that shit for everything. No question.
Right. So
and I
Captain
totally.
America. Oh, what was you saying?
Oh, I totally agree with Punker Mike's newest video. He's talking about the Deadpool, how all the other previous figures on that Bucky Cap mold had little tiny feet.
Right.
And they finally gave Deadpool, like he said, size 10s or size 11s, where all the other ones had size 7s.
Well, the Deadpool had to have bigger feet because of the gauntlet, the shin guards.
Yeah. But
so I think
that was my...
The Captain America feat, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's from that first version of Captain Rogers or whatever he was called.
I remember when I first got the Bucky Cap when he was originally released, and I thought, man, these feet are tiny.
That head, man, the Bucky Cap head on the original one.
Yeah, it's small.
Well, I mean, the mold is okay. This is what it is. I think the mold they came up with for Captain America fits Captain America. It's not too built. You know what I mean? It's not too small. I mean, it fits Captain America. I think that Bucky Cap mold, I think that's a very good mold for athletic characters, in my opinion. That's just the way I feel about it when I look at it. Like with the Deadpool, it fits well. I didn't agree with it for Havoc. You know what I mean? I really think it's way too. It looks way too athletic for Havoc. I just don't see Havoc being that character's all ripped the fuck up or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, they're all that way. I mean, if you look at a Spider-Man, he's still pretty built.
Well, I mean, and then I don't know. I don't want them to just get rid of that mold in its entirety, though. I do like the mold. It's one of the better molds that action figures have. Period.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not trying to shit on it at all. I'm just saying the more time goes by, the more out of scale it's actually going to be. Like, I think, isn't Pizza Spider-Man's already taller than that mold, right?
I believe he is taller than that mold. I believe he is. I'm not really sure. But then, I mean, like you said, they fucking with all types of shit because the body they're using for Scourge or whatever, that body's small.
Well, we talked about this on the A.C.B.A. the Triple C podcast, and Dwight mentioned it in the panel, is that the molds themselves break down. They can't continue. It's a huge investment to, that they said instead of, making a new steel cast mold for the Bucky Cap, they just took that same money and made an entirely new body mold. So.
Yeah, but I don't care how fucking fast that mold is breaking down. If you got the same mold that Toy Biz was using for fucking Bullseye, you still use that now. You can't tell me that that damn mold is going to break down in the next 5 years, 3 years or something.
I
Well,
think. Well, I think they're going to be more. I don't think they're going to necessarily retire it all flat out, but I think that they're going to phase it out. They're going to do just like one character per wave on that, or one character every 2 waves on that mold.
yeah, and the more that time goes by, the more you see like how you get Bucky Cat figures where the legs are loose because that barbell in there fits looser, or some of the joints are a little bit looser, is because the mold for it is deteriorating, so it's not as tight.
Yep, that's probably why they started adding ratchets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, it's been nice talking to you. My show is on. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Let's take like 1 or 2 more questions, and we all getting out of here.
Yeah, there was. Let's see. They were talking about Blade Wilson asking if Hasbro could sculpt hair on the Hyperion body mold. No, basically, if you're going to have a new sculpt, you have to have a new mold. So, I don't think.
Well, not necessarily, because we've seen with like the Thanos kind of build, they had a digital rendering, and they've used that in and Abomination, and it's kind of the same 3D model, and they're just sculpting off of that. But that means they do have to make new physical molds of it, so they can sculpt it very easily. It's just if they want to actually take that to production or not.
Yeah, I mean, in most cases, when you get unique sculpts, it's a build-a-figure. So even Dwight said, like that new Jackal, a lot of people were like, oh, it's a furry character, so we can get a beast. Like, no, even Dwight said right away, that mold is way too small for beast, and he would probably build a figure.
Yeah, I've heard some people mention Werewolf by Night and some other character for that mold. That looks perfect. Werewolf by Night for sure. It was something else that was mentioned too. It was an obscure character, but yeah, they'll definitely use that body a few more times, no question about it.
And another question is, why wasn't Shocker at SDCC? I don't know. My guess would have to be is that they are still trying to. I think initially they were just going to paint the lines for his costume on, and they said, well, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. And they're trying to. They're still trying to work out the final version.
Didn't they show 3 3/4 inch Shocker?
Yeah. So it could be they're gonna make the 3 3/4 inch and then just upscale it.
Yeah. But we're definitely gonna get Shocker. There's no question about it.
Yeah, he's coming. So.
On that note, I think we out of here. It's 9 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock where you guys are. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If y'all want to plug y'all channels real quick, do you think?
Mine is Rectangular with a K, and you can find me on Instagram. It's _Rectangular with a K. Go ahead, Michael.
It's just my name for everything, and you can catch me on the Triple C podcast, bullshitting.
Yeah, usually we have an episode every Friday morning.
Listen, we put up a ton of content on the A.C.B.A. fan page on Facebook this past weekend. So Todd's got a new video up there. Punker Mike's got a new video. I mean, there's so much stuff to scroll through there. So just over the past 3 days, if you go on the A.C.B.A. fan page and just scroll through, you'll see everything. You'll see Shartimus's reviews from Comic-Con of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, which we didn't talk about at all, but you can see the review there. The Civil War 3-pack, my boy E. Rivera 94 has got a few things up there. The Foosh has quite a few things up there. So yeah, just scroll through the A.C.B.A. fan page and you'll be able to connect with all of these people.
One-stop shop.
Word up. So, yeah, and obviously follow the A.C.B.A. Instagram at Particulated Comic Book Art. And stay tuned to the A.C.B.A. website for everything that we're about to drop as far as figures and cutouts and tendrils and stands and all of that stuff. Flight stands will be back in August as well. So articulatedcomicbookart.com. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Todd and Mike for hanging out with us. And we'll talk to y'all guys next week.
All right.
Peace.
Triple see you later.